Well, we're definitely not in Florida anymore. As most of you guys know, we spent about 9 weeks on the East Coast this summer, 7 of which were spent in Florida alone. And for the first time in 3 years, we got to go back home. Actually, I never understood why we were advised not to return back to Florida for at least 2 to 3 years. But now that I've gone there, I understand why. To be honest, if we would have gone there sooner, I don't know that I would have come back to this. Anyway, in Florida, we got to pick up right where we left off in our relationships and ministry. And because of that, it felt like we had only been gone for weeks. Our time there was so refreshing. We were cared for and loved and served. People invited us into their homes. We shared meals together. We laughed, we cried. We had these intense conversations. It was exactly what we needed. And in a lot of ways, it's exactly what we haven't had since moving to California. Being here is hard. We don't get to have the kind of community that we had in Florida. Actually, that's what makes it so hard. It's not the traffic. The traffic you deal with. But when you feel lonely, especially when the holidays are coming, it's not easy to deal with. Mind you, another reason why it's not easy being here is just, it's a different culture. Because people are having to compete every day for anything from groceries to just simply getting to work. Everybody is on this mode of aggressiveness all the time. It's always a competition. And so people are not as open and hospitable and willing to have relationships, especially new relationships. The other thing about it is we're here ministering to a culture that we're still trying to understand. And we're just now beginning to get to know. And so it's not easy. But then again, it's not supposed to be easy. Actually, in the Bible, Matthew chapter 7, Jesus told us that life would be like 2 different roads. There's a road that's really easy, no traffic at all, wide open road. It's straight on, and you can just put it on cruise control, but it leads to a dead end. However, the life that we've chosen, a life of service to Him, He warned us, it's not an easy road. Actually, it's a very narrow and windy road. It is very difficult to maneuver. But in the end, it leads to a life that is fulfilling and satisfying. And it leads to a life that has had an impact, which is what we're hoping to do. We're hoping to do the same thing that many of you in Florida have done for us. You've impacted our lives by the way you've loved us and by the way you've lived your lives as an example to us. And for that, we can't thank you enough. We're hoping it won't take another 3 years before we get back to Florida, and it won't. We're really hoping that next year we can go back there. Our time will be shorter, but we're really hoping to, again, just connect with our family and our friends back home. Actually, one of the hardest things about coming back to California is that we didn't get to see everyone we wanted to see. And that's been hard, to walk away from that time knowing that you did not connect with everyone you wanted to and needed to. And for that, we are so sorry. But time just went so fast and we were so busy. So we're really hoping to come see you guys again soon. Until then, we're here navigating this road that we have the privilege to navigate. Again, it's not easy, and it's not supposed to be. If your life is easy, then I would question if you're really in the center of God's will for your life. It's not supposed to be miserable either. And it's not. I know that what I'm saying makes it seem like it's really hard, and it is hard, but it's not miserable because we know we're exactly where God wants us to be. And in that place, no matter how difficult, there's peace, there's joy, and therefore there's rest. Anyway, we hope to see you guys soon. Until then, I hope just like us, you're resting in the hope that we have in Jesus. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Until then, I'll be sitting in traffic.